She did blackface.
Yeah, so that I think that was an excuse to fire her because she was she was
Yeah,
bad.
because she's bad.
Yeah, and now she's trying to get herself in that like cancel culture community, like people concerned about like freedom of speech and all that. Like kind of up your alley a little bit, like the Dave Rubin. Do you know
She
Dave
tweeted, "If
Rubin?
you're on the right or not woke, oh my God, Dave Rubin is not up my alley unless the alley is like an alley of people I want to shoot in the face so they all die."
Yeah.
Dave Rubin is such an idiot. He like pretends to be like nuanced, but he's just a fucking conservative retard.
It appears the Maricopa GOP did not censure Meghan McCain. Or sorry, Cindy McCain. There was a call, a second and near unanimous sharing of rule, but resolutions can't be amended from the floor. The AZ GOP will vote on a censure McCain resolution on January 23rd. Yeah, it's very funny. It's just like that's how far they moved on from just any kind of like slightly normal politics of like, yeah, we can still bomb whoever we want, like any Middle Eastern we want to bomb, that's fine, but like we don't have to be that racist. Like,
Oh, Nikki Haley's on PragerU now. Come on, Nikki.
is
You're
Nikki
better
on
than this.
Parlor? That's really where
Probably
you got to be.
not for long. Not
Not
since
till
they
it
have to
gets.
rebuild
Yeah, this is
scratch.
big tech censorship of Parlor here. Jesus.
Dude, this is against the First Amendment if you don't understand what the First Amendment is.
So yeah, you think like, are you like for the private company in this one, or are you for the freedom of speech?
It's not free. I don't give a fuck. It's not my place because that's you can't be like, oh, do laissez-faire libertarian if you are gonna complain that a tech company censors you because it's in their right to do that. It's not the government.
Yeah. But I do think it could be like, I get the argument that it could be a bit of like a bad precedent for the future.
Yeah, I mean, you could like disagree with it, but at the end of the day, like
Yeah, they are allowed to do it technically.
there's always gonna be like new social media platforms.
Section 230, folks.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. I think that's just like the liability for, that's what it is, right? Liability for
Yeah, basically like if somebody says like I'm gonna kill all Jewish people, they could get in trouble.
yeah, and especially if they actually like do it. Yeah, and
This was a real tweet. ASAP Rocky released from prison and on his way home to the United States from Sweden. It was a rocky week. Get home ASAP, ASAP.
yeah, that's a classic.
That was literally the highlight of Trump's career.
Where to find Trump's tweets now that in the nuclear button tweet, it's just not the same anymore. Donald Trump's tweets have now disappeared from Twitter. Yeah, and like he tried to use the POTUS account too, the @POTUS account, like his official government
Oh
account.
yeah, and they were like, "No, bitch."
Yeah, they shut him down real quick. Some of the president's tweets.
Attention, all MAGA gamers! The Trump presidency is in grave danger. What you need is your credit card number.
Yeah, that was the thing on
and
Parler, right?
back.
That I Yeah, this is all his tweets ever made.
POTUS is strongly considering pardoning all of the patriots. Wow, even the fucking Camp Auschwitz dude. Nice. If he pardons those people, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, that would be something out the door. But I don't think he cares. Like he was definitely for the riots.
Yeah.
And like I don't know how he felt about making that video, but like, is he really going to go for that step of partying? But we don't know. We can't predict.
Yo, can I just say something?
Yes.
I have never seen a skinny person drink Diet Coke.
The Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola company is mad at me. Oh well, I'll keep drinking that garbage.
Dude, I'm so sad. Can't they just have like gotten rid of all of his tweets before like 2015? Because he had some
those are the best
gems.
Here's a good one. Oh no, wait. Where is the tweets? There's a great Trump tweet about
Oh wait, you know what also is funny?
Kid up.
Ben Garrison getting kicked off of Twitter.
Ben Garrison, the cartoonist.
Yeah, or yeah, his account suspended.
Yeah, he
Wait,
was a
have you
great
seen?
cartoonist.
People
Probably
are
the
so
best.
funny. They changed like Ben Garrison's political cartoons. Like, do you see they changed it? It's like the drain the swamp thing, but they changed everything to cum. So it's just like we want cum, and then you open it, it's just
In his
oh my
cartoons.
god. Yeah, I can text. I'll send it
Yeah,
to
I want
you.
to see that because I'm not really sure you're not
Oliver
really
sent it to me.
describing it very
It's
well.
so funny.
He gave his take on Verlander. He's great but very beatable. Does not have a good ERA in playoff games. And there was one tweet where he was like, Kate Upton, Victoria's Secret reps were very nasty to Kate Upton, but now she's a star. Nice.
Nice.
That was a good one. But I can't find the exact words, but that's pretty much what I remember he
Tucker
said.
Carlson is such a piece of shit. I hate Tucker Carlson.
Wait, what's the actual word? What's the actual word?
It's like MAGA or something. I don't know. Give us
Give Mike Pence, Nancy Pelosi.
maybe it's like drain the swamp. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
You're telling me this tactical genius overpowered the officers protecting the Capitol? That's like it's the same lady who's like, is this the Cracker Barrel gift shop?
Yes, the lady who was looking like her like fake teeth were about to fall out, just standing in their Capitol with her like, "Hello, I have my flag." What tweet should I search? What keywords should I search for on Trump's tweet? All Trump's tweets. Let's see.
Oh my god! Even Bill Cosby posted about
Yeah, that was great. Oh. Did little Marco give amnesty to criminal aliens guilty of sex offenses? Disgrace.
Have you seen the tweet? This is like my favorite tweet out of the whole thing.
What?
Cops, are you okay? You barely touched your protesters.
Yeah. And they were like, they did have this footage of them just going crazy later that night. And
Yeah,
like,
dude. I want to see the MAGA people sprayed with rubber bullets, bro. Get a fucking minigun.
I'm not for that. I'm not for that. Like, sorry. You disagree with them, but the last thing I want to see is you can have like laws made by the Biden administration that'll like turn any type of protest in that goes any kind of like other than just like standing and marching in a circle. Like any type of that now is like an act of terrorism. Like anything beyond that is now an act of terrorism. Like that's not the best place to be. Because you got like that can be very effective in shutting down a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. Apparently though, Pelosi has like this interview, she is going after AOC a lot. Or not going after AOC, but there's gonna be some clips from this Nancy Pelosi on 60 Minutes interview. So that is going to be something I will be paying attention to later this week. But on good news, something you can look forward to is we do have Bernie Sanders as the budget secretary now in the Senate. Very exciting. But yeah, honestly, like the Democratic Party is just like you can't rely on it if you want anything better to happen. That's the conclusion I have at this point. You know, because yeah, they are like in the end it's like no one's really trying to like actively change anything in that party. Just they're trying to keep things the exact same.
Well, I think this might be Nancy Pelosi's last year as speaker.
That'll be a good improvement.
Well, what is it every 2 terms? Every 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And she if she's not speaker after this, she's going to be.
It's so weird that like the third most powerful person in the country still has to get reelected like every 2 years.
No, well, it's better than I think
and fucking
good.
Mitch McConnell gets 6.
Yeah, and like
it is good.
State
it's just
of
like
Kentucky,
it's weird to think about.
Yeah, the state of Kentucky is like for him is like a fief. Like he absolutely controls it, and it's the worst place on earth to live. Like not the worst, but obviously, but it's pretty bad. If you take that like Kentucky and like Alabama and places like that, like Jesus, it is rough. Yeah. Also good news though. The process of holding Trump accountable has begun. PGA of America has voted to move the 22 PGA Championship event away from the Trump National Golf Course after the Capitol insurrection. So, yeah, he could actually be in some serious legal trouble, but I doubt it. I'd be surprised. Like, do you see him getting like prosecuted? Because everyone always says he gets prosecuted. He never does.
I wish, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
it takes too much work. Apparently, like the New York State Attorney General's office has like some case pending on him or something. I don't know. I think it's unlikely that like anything crazy happens, but who knows?
Yeah, they need to call Robert Mueller back to finish what he started. Oh. Make it complete full circle. Yeah, we also have Colin Powell leaving the Republican Party, says he no longer calls himself a Republican. So, I mean, I hope he's not calling himself a Democrat, because that would be a shame for the Democratic Party. But yeah, that's just a sign of things to come in the Biden administration.
Honestly, having to deal with like going back to just like stupid mundane government problems is going to be so amazing. I'm so excited.
I think we've just reached a point of no return, you know? Because we'll still have the pandemic, and yeah, and we'll still have like these Trump supporters hanging around. So we have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah. So you're saying you're most looking forward to the Democrats
just like actually debating policy instead of like, democracy in jeopardy.
Yeah. Personally, I'm looking forward to the Democrats getting wiped out of all levels of government by 2022.
The Democrats?
Yeah, that's
getting
my prediction.
Replaced by who? The Socialist Party of America?
By the Republicans. And the Democratic Party becoming effectively a regional party before long in New York and California.
Like that? You actually think that'll happen?
I mean, the Republican Party is not going to lose any support from this. That's for sure. But
any support? Well, because they're just going to rationalize like, well, they don't. If you're like a Republican voter before this, like you probably don't think.
Yeah.
Like they probably don't hate Ted Cruz. Like they recognize that like Trump is bad, but.
And even with Trump, you can rationalize it to an extent where, he was just trying to do it. He was just trying to play out his process. Because the Republican Party is just going to separate themselves from the rioters, and everything's just going to go on untouched, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably, and then there's going to be no Democratic Party to be like, oh, well, that's not actually how it is. So.
Yes.
All right. I think that does about do it for us today. We will be back on Tuesday.